Yes, people, we're back streaming live about all the basically no new news that we don't already know around football at the moment. So yeah, man, had a couple of days off. Life's basically, and I can't remember last time I even had a whole weekend of doing whatever I want to do. Do you?
Who, me or you? There's a difference.
Yeah, no.
I remember mine. It was probably the weekend before last. For you, yeah, it might have been a while ago.
Yeah, anytime I have time off, it's because I'm ill or something like that. What are you saying, VD? Your club plays today,
good, man. Yeah, I know. I'm so excited, man. Oh my god.
Are you looking forward to it?
Oh hell yeah!
Sake. Bear with me.
That's all right.
I've missed Chelsea so much, man. I can't even lie. This is my joy, man. Even though Chelsea stressed me out, I can't help but love the team. I'm and the new signings. Yes, I'm gassed.
You're gassed.
I don't even care if it's only LAFC. Listen, Delap probably gonna play today. He might not start, but he's gonna play today. You know, Santos, Asuga. I know some of these names might not sound like big news to you lot, but this is a big deal for Chelsea. Penders, how is he gonna look? Sarr, how is he gonna look? Santos, Delap. I'm gassed.
Well, I'm hearing a lot of your.
Sorry, but I've been away for 1 minute.
Oh, it's come
what were you gassed about?
Chelsea played today.
Oh, is it today?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to do a watch along.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock, yeah.
Oh, nice. I watched last night. Did you watch last night? Did you watch PSG?
No, I didn't watch PSG. I was watching
Soccer
Esteval.
No.
What? No,
they won at the same time.
One thing, can we get one thing straight? Superior player of the match. As in, what the hell is that?
Who?
So not man of the match. Superior man of the match. Superior player.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. The commentate, right? So DAZN's coverage, DAZN have got them cold cameras, La Liga.
Yeah.
But the commentary was a bit dead. The commentary was a bit off. Like, sometimes where you feel like commentators have been given agendas and scripts and they're off with something. Like at one point, he was saying, PSG have won the Champions League because and this part's true. PSG won the Champions League because in La Liga, they could afford to rest players and they were given some weekends off and stuff like that. Yeah, that bit's true. But then they said, that's not going to happen in this tournament. And it's like, bro, have you seen who PSG's next 2 games against after their game yesterday? They kind of can afford to rotate players. Like, whereas they're making out in this tournament, there is no rotation. The first game showed us Bayern won 10-0. There's definitely going to be rotation in the group stages. So
I mean, I don't know why they're treating it like realistically, it's kind of like a glorified preseason, right?
It's like a preseason until the group stages are 100%. Once you get through the group stages, then the competition really kicks off, because realistically the teams that get through the group stages are going to be all top quality teams. And look, I don't know about your squad, but I can tell you from City's squad, we've taken everyone. Everyone is there.
Well.
Yeah. It's not, clubs aren't taking this lightly. And same, I can tell you now from PSG and Atletico Madrid yesterday, in fact, from the lineups they put out, they took everyone as well. PSG was a star-studded lineup.
What was the reward money? It was a lot. No, wasn't it like 150 million?
A billion. So the team that wins it are probably going to get about 120 million. And then the rest
is $150 million or something.
Bro, the prize fund is a lot. The FIFA are doing their best to get everyone to take it seriously. So it is. I don't know. I'm like you though. It for me, it feels a bit more like a World Cup than a tournament that City are in. Although City are in it, it's not like I'm nervous, because it's a bit like, when England are in the World Cup, you're just like, I'm going to watch every game, and if England do well, great. If they don't, they don't. With me, with this one, obviously I want City to win, but it's not like, if we don't win this tournament, I'm not going to be upset, if you know what I mean.
No, same. I'm more or less, this is basically a kind of like an adjustment period for some players. Obviously, it's Cherky's with you lot, ain't he?
Yeah. Everyone is.
Yeah,
that's everyone. Except for Grealish.
This is your phase. It's the preseason before the preseason. So I mean,
well, kind of. Well, see what you're about. You only played LA. Let's be real. We just saw someone get smacked 10-0 by Auckland, whatever they're called, by Bayern 10-0, 4-0, flipping PSG versus Atletico Madrid. salty behavior from Simeone. Like, oh, look at
Nah, bro. Do you know what?
He's salty.
Anyone did? I don't know if anyone in the chat watched this. Yeah,
salty.
but Atletico did have 2 decisions go mad against them. Like, there's one bare. If anyone that thinks the handball against City in the FA Cup final was bad, yeah, the handball yesterday against Atletico was mental. A PSG player was down on the floor and just barefaced, leaned out and just whacked the ball away from the forwards.
But yeah, but Simeone for me afterwards is just like you're being a whiny little bitch. Like, you complain about, oh, they go over to what's it called? They need a left winger. They go and get a £55 million player. Like, yeah, but you just bought Julian Alvarez for 80 million. They bought Vitinha for like 40 million euros. You bought Conor Gallagher for like 50 million pounds. Yeah. What are you on about?
Hey, Junior. Yeah, I was talking about because
what are you on about?
Junior, I was talking about it like that, yeah, because it is, look, it's a Club World Cup. To get in it, you have to have done something to a certain extent. You have to have been good in your continent's tournament in the last 5 years, right? So, and I see Ali, I know Ali's a Liverpool fan already. He's going to talk down on it. I guarantee you, if in 4 years' time Liverpool win it, it will be the best tournament since sliced bread. If you're in it, you look forward to it. If you're not, you don't. Right. For me personally, I'm looking forward to watching my team and watching watching the new players. I'm not gonna and if we win it, I'll say we're world, like we're champions of the world again. Like, VD, let me ask you, because I know you've said both. You've been champions of Europe and you've been champions of the world. You said you were champions of both, right?
Yeah.
But which one meant more?
Champions of Europe.
Exactly. And that's how it is, man. If you win it, you'll you'll say, yeah, we're champions of the world. But winning the Champions League is more important than winning this. And anyone that says otherwise, come on, man. You're lying to yourself.
Quick one. Make sure you smash the likes, by the way. We ain't been here for a couple of days. Doesn't mean you lot don't put the likes up as much as possible. It'd be much appreciated. There's other little bits and bobs. There's actually some Liverpool stuff. Konate. I'm saying Nunes is definitely going now.
If we're talking shameless, that's one I saw earlier. Nunes is in Liverpool. Nunes. If we're talking shameless, that was one that I saw earlier. That Liverpool are considering a Nunes v Alvarez swap deal. No. That's shameless. Liverpool would not be considering a Nunes and Alvarez swap deal.
No, there'd be definitely wanting.
Like, again, after watching the Alvarez goal that got disallowed yesterday and seeing him at City for 2 seasons and seeing him at Atletico Madrid this year, any club in the Premier League would not be considering a swap like that. Yeah, you'd be fucking running to the hills with it.
Yeah. That's funny. Apparently, Marca, I don't know how good they are. I don't know. It depends who's maybe writing it. I take it with a pinch of salt, really. But Konate, they might have another Trent situation on their hands. The Real Madrid are targeting all these free transfers.
Hold on. I haven't seen you since the Trent interview.
What? Oh, yeah, that's Spanish.
Trent did their man dirty. Bro, he literally knew how to say it means more in Spanish before he did in Scouse.
Yeah.
He did them dirty, man. There is no way you can pick up Spanish that well in fucking 6 months.
I trust
me. The pronunciation as well.
Bro, he was doing all the
perfect.
That's what I'm saying. He was like curling all the K's and everything, bro. It also, I was like, rah, a Scouser, you know, a Scouser.
Yeah, that's that, innit? We'll see what happens. See how good he performs for them, innit? But if they go and lose Konate as well on a free, it's like, I mean, I don't think Liverpool are going to want him to go now. It's impossible. Just let him go on a free. Who cares? For me, I would say who cares.
Oh, wait, is Konate not signing a deal?
Apparently not.
Nah, he'll sign that.
No, apparently not. I swear down. I ain't see it. Like, he's just going to run it down.
Nah.
He's got 1 year left, hasn't he?
Yeah, I hear that, but the summer's not over yet. The summer's not. I think it's when you get round to, like, if he ain't signed nothing by September, it becomes interesting. If he hasn't signed anything by January, it sounds peak.
Yeah.
But saying that, when did
No, they done it right at the end, to be fair.
So you never know with Liverpool.
But he's seeing this, like, obviously, he might, I don't know what it is. Maybe he's got low wages, maybe starting low, maybe it's Liverpool. I don't know, fucking around. I have no idea. But, you know, if Liverpool going to get signed over the line, if Real Madrid are targeting players that are pretty much running down players, I'm not being funny. They're going to Real Madrid. I think you lot have learned that by now, right? Like, if Konate's actually been approached by Real Madrid and he says, you're basically our next Rudiger, because Rudiger's catching on, obviously, with age and stuff, he will go over to Madrid over Liverpool. Let's be real. Let's be
More
real. It's
starting
Real
spots
Madrid.
for centre
Real
backs
Madrid
as well.
come for any of our players pretty much more than less. Especially when they got like all the jurisdictions say, "Yeah, I'm going to leave because you lot can't hold me to it." They're going to leave. It's Real Madrid, isn't it? That's it. Unfortunately, that's just the world. That's the power Madrid have, and Barcelona to a degree as well.
Months, are you doing this show in Spanish or Scouse? Which one?
Don't ask me those type of questions.
Doing it in Dutch.
I was hoping,
questions.
bro. I was hoping that you know, with you being a superb actor, I was hoping you were going to at least give us 2 sentences in Spanish.
Oh, he did that. He tried that last week on Friday, I think. Was it Friday or Thursday?
What, did it fail?
Yeah. These lot said it sound. These lot tried gaslight me and said it actually sounded like I could speak Spanish pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These lot actually tried gas.
it was horrible. It was actually no, it was all right. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Wait, is Kanate going to start learning Duolingo from now, like going on there?
It depends if Lewis Skelly's going to do it or if Saliba's going to do it as well. I'm not too sure.
Oh, do you reckon everyone that goes when anyone attends?
Wait,
what's your training ground?
Wait,
called?
Lewis Skelly?
What's your training ground called?
Well, AXA.
What's your training ground called?
AXA.
Okay, when they arrive there, do they have to hand their phones in for an app check?
Wait, Lewis Skelly? Are they targeting him as well, Real Madrid? No way.
What is this? ITK months?
No, see, I saw an offlink.
No, obviously he's gonna sign a contract today. He's probably is gonna sign a contract. But you know, Saliba and Skelly, man, listen, they might again. You know, in Madrid be working in the shadows and that. Innit?
Yeah, both.
They're
Listen,
nasty,
all you have to do is wait until fucking England's next friendly, yeah. And if you see Lewis Skelly rolling with Bellingham and Trent, yeah, be scared.
Hey, listen,
be
imagine-
very fucking scared.
Their back line come next year could be Kanate, Saliba, and Huijsen. That's crazy. And 2 of them they would have got for free.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's true. Oh yeah, and I saw. What's the other thing I saw as well? Nah, not Man United stuff. There was something else. It's disappeared. Not anything to do with Liverpool other than Robertson. Robertson to Atletico. You see that as well?
Yeah, minor.
It's like you lot are gonna want that. There's a few things I'm just thinking. I don't know what to
I
make
can
out.
see that he's a shithouse, so he'd suit him.
Yeah, true.
He is a shit. He would suit him.
It'd be
Give him
like
2 years
again, innit?
younger. I think he definitely would have suited him. 2-3 years younger, but don't know now. Maybe not. So
Eze
much.
to Bayern's another one I saw today. I mean, it's so much.
I've
talk.
heard that before. Eze to Bayern. I've heard that one before. I have heard that one before. The link
Ooh.
up. I actually think Eze to Bayern's got legs. You know.
Who said this? Ed.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Jack Grealish
I've
to Man
seen that
City. What?
Yeah,
Napoli?
bro. Napoli got linked with him about a month ago when the season ended.
Fucking hell, what else have I missed? Have I
Bro, Napoli just want them Englishmen, innit?
anyone that comes from the Premier League, it will do for Napoli, right?
Garnacho, take him.
I'm not mad at the Grealish one, obviously, because firstly, Grealish will not be playing next season. Like, it's very clear. Pep's made that clear. So if we could get any money for him, that's a touch, and get him off the wage bill. But also, we need to build that relationship with Napoli, because us and Napoli ain't got no good. We've got a really fucking bad relationship.
It's difficult. Oh yeah, I see that Ben Jacobs reporting Verts his wage today, £10 million per year. So it's that can write that kind of
And so look at that, 200 a
like
month.
200k a week.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
where was this 425 euros? That's probably after
Yeah, that's
that.
what I remember.
Isn't it after tax? Is it net or gross?
No. Ben Jacobs didn't say that. He's got on £10 million
No,
per year.
I didn't say Ben Jacobs said that. I'm
Oh.
saying that it was reported that his wage he was going to be on 425 k euros, isn't it? But now we're seeing
425 in English.
maybe it's 200 base and his
After tax.
incentivized.
Yeah,
I mean,
that would
if
make
it's
sense. And that
10
would make
million net, then that's about right. The
Bro,
400 grand is about right.
200k after tax, yeah, incentivized sounds about right to me.
That's not what it says here, though. To be
But
fair.
we don't know if it's with or without tax.
He said before he done the whole Euros thing, it was before that. He said it was £10 million per year that can rise in bonuses, like anyone's
contract
to £30
rises
million
in
per
bonuses.
year.
Yeah,
Based off player and team performances. I'm not being funny. last time I checked once, we don't talk about bonuses because if we did that, we'd have to do a
Yeah,
whole
it's
different
dead.
calculation.
Yeah,
of someone.
Salah,
Do you know what I mean?
Haaland, these men are getting like 800 bags in that.
Bro,
like,
that's what I remember. Someone said Haaland's 700 grand a week, and they forgot to say it was in a week where we got a hat trick on the Saturday, scored 2 goals in the Champions League on the Wednesday during a week that we qualified or something. It was like, come on, man, you know the bonus there are going to be mad.
Imagine bagging a goal, yeah. Imagine bagging a goal and knowing that is a literal fixed 50 bags just by the ball being in the back. Like you see when the linesman goes like this, I'll be going, brother, you're fucking up my brother. Put your flag down, bro. That's 50 bags.
Bro, I reckon, and let's be real, I reckon Haaland's on more than 50 bags to go.
That's why the players don't like VAR no more because they're losing more money. Their bonuses. None of them are hitting their bonuses because of VAR, fam.
Well, and the mad thing is that watch soon, the government will come out and fuck off VAR because they'll be like, yo, we tax them goals.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's sounding mad. By the way, I have a question for you guys. I know it's off topic, but I got to ask this question. And now I'm like quite interested to see like what you guys. So
what, Turkey wanted to kill Man United because he couldn't stand the United fans roaring after that goal?
No, Turkey's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you said that about United, for me, again, he's even higher in my books right now.
Yeah, but, same with us, bro. We love him.
Literally, bro. Shout out Turks for that one. If you had to live in a city, would you rather live in World War Z, I Am Legend, or The Last of Us?
Hold on.
Oh,
hold on.
Zombie.
Bro, I can't answer this. I'm void.
Let's get one thing straight. See World War Z.
Or Raccoon City from Resident Evil.
None of these make any sense.
Let's get one thing straight. Raccoon City is not happening, bro. Because
that's
hell. So that's hell, yeah. All right, let's get one. Let's rule 2 more. You said I Am Legend and World War Z, yeah. Them zombies are fast. Not happening, bro.
In what? I Am Legend.
Yeah, they were.
That's the only one I think I've seen. I've seen I Am Legend.
I know, and some of them are. A couple can be kind of intelligent, and we don't like that. We don't need.
Yeah, but hold on, Will Smith.
Yeah, but they can't come out during the day. They can't come out during the day, though.
But that's even more scary.
But Will Smith survived in I Am Legend, right?
But you're not Will Smith. You're just someone.
But Will Smith. Bro, Will Smith gets beaten up by his missus, bro. So if he could survive it, then reportedly,
well, his name's not Will Smith in that series. And his wife died up in a helicopter in that movie as well.
Yeah, very true.
I'm not being funny.
Was to swap the Last of Us with 28 days later, 28 weeks later, in it. But not everyone's seen 28 weeks later.
No, but man said 28 weeks later. They're so fast zombies, bro.
Yeah.
That man got unlimited cardio. That man got unlimited cardio, bro.
You know what the real answer to the question is?
Slow, don't they?
Yeah, but it's not.
Do you know what the real answer to the question? The real answer to the question is I Am Legend. Because if there is an apocalypse in all the other universes, why am I clocking into work, bro? Last of Us, there's a civilization in the walls, man are clocking into work. There's a fucking apocalypse. Why am I paying?
Real talk. Yeah.
Why am I clocking in? In I Am Legend, Will Smith's going into the shop. He's taking a little movie, what he wants to watch for today, and he goes back home. You know what I'm saying? He can go into whatever shop and take what he wants for free. Yeah?
I hear that.
The Last of Us civilization, World War Z, brother, man, all pay, man, are working.
Wait, hold on. Last of Us. I was thinking of The Walking Dead. In The Last of Us, are they fast?
Brother, The Last of Us is airborne.
Is that?
No, some of their zombies are mad.
Zombies are airborne. Nah, allow that.
Airborne.
Yeah, you're
some of their zombies.
I'm not gonna lie. Certain bits they've got to lock off because it's airborne. And there's certain bits where if you step on the wrong piece of bacteria, brother, the ground just collapses and the flipping horde of zombies just. Bro, you don't watch.
Wait, that's a game, innit? Oh my god, I was just watching that not too long ago. Oh, them zombies. No, if we're gonna be correct,
real ones played it.
No. I didn't play it. But what's it called? Yeah.
I'm just
if we're you know what? Before we go on to other like the transfer stuff again, yeah. The fun guy stuff is dead. I'm not gonna lie. The correct answer is I Am Legend. Them ones.
I Am Legend, bro. The only thing about I Am Legend, though, I'll be real. The screaming at night, the screaming at night, and as Dap said, they're a bit intelligent as well. Some of them are intelligent, and that's all of it. You know what I'm saying? But some people were saying Raccoon City. You lot just you lot must want to.
They get through off of that. Anyways,
sorry, God.
Moving on.
The likes of shit. 662 people in here. Listen, we're giving you non-football content that you should absolutely love.
That was mad random, innit? But like, someone asked it, and it's generally one of the most intriguing
it's a good question, bro. We need these conversations during. By the way, the transfer window is actually open. Smash a like if
Wait,
you're
it's
happy
back
with the
open
transfer
already?
window, it's open already,
Yeah, it's
bro.
open.
Yeah, it's back open. Back open.
That was
Yeah,
the most
we're not
pointless
even on
thing.
towards
But
July.
the likes
bottom
of
right.
shit, real talk, please get those likes up. The likes should be up towards 200.
300.
672 people in here, 161 likes. Come on, get the likes up higher.
Yeah. Let's get on to the actual transfer news. Interesting. Hugo Ekitike to Man United is got mad legs, which is I don't
Is it like
understand.
a reputable source?
Yeah, obviously.
Well, it's Pletico, isn't it?
Oh,
He's
a fraud,
not even just.
though.
It's not even just. Yeah, but for German ones, he's not. And also, it's not just him. It's Fabrizio as well.
Okay, Fabrizio, fair enough, but You
Yeah,
see,
but when it comes to
Fabrizio was
Germans-
hiding his comments.
Wait, hold on. You say that now, yeah, but I kind of remember doing a stream with you about. Once. Pay attention, because I need you for.
What are you talking
He
about?
says he said he's a fraud, but I remember
Yes.
doing a stream with him a couple weeks ago.
Who's
I
a
think it was
fraud?
on a Monday. No, he said Pletico, yeah. You're the same one that was talking about Hugo Ekitike when Pletico linked you in the first place in the race, and you didn't. You used to say, I didn't hear you say, oh, he's a
No,
fraud.
I wasn't going off of him. I was going off of
I-
every other source. Ben
Oh, so
Jacob,
basically,
yeah,
so
right.
Simon Phillips.
and the
Right.
first one, I guess who the first one was to do it.
Okay, I don't trust a word he says. Fabrizio literally hides his comments under his posts. Like that. That's embarrassing. You don't rate him at all. He fell off a cliff a few years ago. Yeah, he was a good source, but now this guy was spewing nonsense about us all summer long and stuff like that, saying how Colwell was going to leave and stuff like that. I don't know. He lost credibility, so I don't know. I didn't believe the Ekitike stuff anyway. I'm still of the impression he goes to Liverpool. I'm like so
I said
certain.
that. I said that, but I'm seeing
Most Liverpool coded striker I've ever seen. Like, well, I
What's
don't
that?
know. It's just
I don't know what it is.
Ekitike.
I kind of seen what's it called. I think Ekitike does end up at Liverpool, but I feel like Liverpool got this secret target that no one knows, because that's what they do when it gets around this period of time as well. Do you know what I mean? Like Liverpool can't just be chasing Ekitike. They must have other targets in the back. And I'm ready to hear another bomber from Liverpool side of things. I'm ready to hear it for. I reckon even Man City going to come out with something for someone. Might not be someone huge, but someone. It's a little bit too quiet. When other teams start making their sales, aka Liverpool's, just Nunes and whatever, there's going to be someone in the back that they're thinking they're going to go and chase.
You're going to hear more with City about you're going to have to see more from City of players leaving before you hear any more news at this point now.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the case with like a lot of teams, really.
I don't think so much with Liverpool, maybe not. I think Liverpool could, but with City, because of the whole homegrown thing, and the size of our squad, like you will see more. City will buy more players this summer, but it's once you see, like, if Gundogan goes, which I think he probably will. Bernardo Silva's not going now, so you'll need to see if Grealish goes. You need to see a few City players go. But do Liverpool badly need a striker?
Yeah.
Maybe more so for like the next season.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Like, I think we need a striker, but just because we're getting rid of a striker. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not willing to rely on Salah at 33 for too much longer, and Diaz, who we don't know how much longer
and Jota
And Florian Wirtz.
Jota is that, if you look at it, we've got a lot of
maybe I see what you're
we've
saying.
got a lot of guys who can score goals, but we don't have an abundance of goal scorers. Remember, the difference between being able to score goals and being a goal scorer, big difference. So
do you know what? Actually, it just makes you Do you know what? You don't, because you won the league last season without having,
and we scored the most goals.
without having a gunman. I mean,
well, we did have a gunman.
You have people that play Laser Quest, but they're not gunmen.
Not a striker.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like, again, we have guys
gunmen. Fucking hell, long. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Diaz got 13, and I think Gakpo got 10.
Yeah.
So and the thing is, you got to put Szoboszlai in that makeup as well, because he was. I remember. Slot coming. You have to put Szoboszlai in the makeup of who's going to be scoring your goals, because I remember Slot. No, you know why it can't be McAllister? I'm saying because you're attacking players. I remember him criticizing Szoboszlai, saying he needs to be scoring, basically contribute more to the output.
in the position.
Yeah, exactly. So that you can put that in the makeup of your attack, innit? But you do need a striker, because you can't become too. What's the word? or what's when you're too complacent. You know what worked last season doesn't exactly mean it's going to work next season.
You know what happened if you buy a striker though, Mons? Jota's going to do a season injury free and start bagging again. It's one of them ones that just whenever you've had it. I remember last time, which was about 3-4 seasons ago, I had it with John Stones in the summer. I was like, do you know what? Yeah, John Stones. Then the next season, he went the whole season without getting injured and had a mid-season.
We got one of those. We got Luke Shaw. He got given a new contract.
Yeah,
I got a new contract. It's the thing is with a striker, I'm not really overwhelmed with the striker market, man. I think those that are one of the most unattainable, and like when you look at like guys like Osimhen, Sesko, Gyokeres, Ekitike. Is it safe to say those are the 4 names that we hear the most? It's safe to say those are the 4 names we hear the most. Yeah,
I've seen Vlahovic linked with Forest actually.
Oh God forbid.
Listen to yourself. Listen to what you just said. You know what I'm saying?
I know. No, bro. But just for everyone, for the 752 people watching, yeah. Listen, I know that. You know that. 752 people know that. But Wolfie was very excited.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at these striking options, yeah. And they're all kind of the same ilk. I said maybe Sesko not the same because what the other 3 have is that they have an abundance of goals. Where like again, Osimhen, Gyokeres, them 2 goal scoring wise, their numbers are really impressive. Yeah, cool. All right, cool. Osimhen was in the Liga Kebab this year, so that's a bit concerning, and the wages are mad. But realistically, none of these guys, like, what were any of these guys doing too different to Nunes before we signed him?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Fair enough, Gyokeres is scoring more goals than Nunes. Yes, he was doing it to a higher level.
Nunes linked with Napoli, by the way. Heavily.
I know. Like, it's a bit, I just think every striker, there's a big risk to every striker. I think it's more so up to the manager to make it work compared to the actual, like, just the player signing and doing his thing and scoring goals. I think it's so important for tactically to get it right with a striker these days because it's so easy for a striker to just look so underwhelming.
Alvarez would cook for you. I mean, that they're the ones. Look, Alvarez and Isaac are probably the 2 that are out there.
That you go, yeah, you like almost not guaranteed success, but guaranteed success. Like even if they weren't amazing in their first year, you'd sit there and go, I don't care, give him another. Like you'd happily be like, give him another year.
Yeah, but I can't lie with Alvarez. Like Alvarez is just where has Alvarez been and not been a success? And he's still only about 24.
Yeah.
Like Alvarez is he's just clinical, man. Like he's one
great attitude as well.
One of them once it hurts a little bit that he went. It is what it is, but
yeah.
It was a bit of a shock, if anything. It was a bit of a shock move.
Would you
bro? This is the whole thing. This is where I say about when I see links of him coming back to the Premier League, it's not happening. Like he left City because of the whole fact that he wasn't happy in this country. Like what? Would you rule out
Osimhen to Liverpool, by the way? If Nunes goes one way, would you rule out Osimhen going to Liverpool? Because I don't imagine him being.
I actually think Nunes has given us all PTSD. I think he has because I look at Osimhen and I'm just thinking. I just keep thinking Nunes. I don't know why. I don't know.
I keep saying I don't think
John Duran,
quite the player that people make Osimhen out to be.
Like I do like Duran.
Is Duran failing over there?
No, he just apparently just wants to keep playing ball. The season ended. He just went, and then
what he wants to move for 6 months.
Something like that, or he's had enough. One or the other.
You're saying no? He has to stay there for 2 years to get the tax free.
The tax fees.
But that's why he wants a loan, though, isn't it?
I bet he does.
What Mike says, would you man be surprised if United finished top 3 with just signings of Bumo, Cunha, and let's just say Emi Martinez?
Yes.
If so, why?
Yes. I mean, that's definitely from a Man United fan.
I think Mbuemo's gone to Spurs, you know. I don't think he's going.
But either way, if you're looking at right now, yeah.
Who? Mbuemo. I think he's gone to Spurs.
I think both of them are good
signings. Seen the recent reports? Bro, where have you been?
I don't know.
No, I must admit, I heard.
When were the reports? Because yesterday I went on my phone.
It literally come out. It literally just come out, bro. Man's not interested in Spurs again. Hold that once, love.
See, I heard that as well the other day.
Love for
not that he's not interested in Spurs. That's a stretch. But
Well-
United are just still leading the race. Like.
We just agreed everything with him. By the way, now it's on to the
Go on,
final
Mike's just
package.
responded.
I still think
You
Mike-
just
Love. We just
You
agreed.
can't
Yeah, come
remember-
on.
you said we agreed everything.
G.
Like, you
Yeah,
didn't want-
all the everything, all this stuff that coming up north, all of that, it's all been finalized. It
All been
already came out.
But
Spurs
just
are
put in a
literally,
bit. just
it
put in
came
a
out,
bit,
even
actually.
came out. How about this? They accelerated
trying
the
to scrape
Matthias
together the
Tell
money.
stuff, yeah. They accelerated Matthias Tell because they knew that, Mbeumo
Bro.
just wants Man United.
Just put the bid in the bag, innit? Just put a bid in.
Have
man.
you bid for him yet?
Brother,
We
they
have
ain't
one
done
bid.
shit. So as I said that, just put in a bid in it. They like,
Scruffy Jim's still looking behind the sofa for some P.
bro, I'm telling you, man. I'm talking about everything's all finalized and it's done. And I put in a bid then.
You know what's
But I do think both them signings are good, but I don't think those two signings alone puts them above
three.
City, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool. I can't lie. I don't.
There's so much.
That's right,
more
just
to-
about gets them back in the top 8.
Nah, why are you lying for?
What?
Oh, I've seen
Why
links
are you
today
lying?
of you and Trafford, by the way.
No, they're not. But we're not. No, we're not. Bro, the only thing. What? Say that again?
Linked. Oh, I thought you were saying that to me. I saw links this morning of you and Trafford.
Oh, that's not happening. I'd like for it to happen, but it's not gonna.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen neither.
Because he's got Newcastle. Let's be real, man. He's definitely got Newcastle.
The only thing I did see is I saw that Trafford to Newcastle would be to battle it out with Pope for the number 1 spot.
Pope's done.
But if what I read the other day was that he'd be going Newcastle to battle it out with Pope. Now, if that is it, then I think he'd still be open to offers from clubs that are saying you are going to be our number 1. Because my man, like, this is a big season for James Trafford as far as his first season back in the Premier League. But also, if James Trafford has a good season, he's going to be on the plane to fucking the World Cup. So he's not going to want to go somewhere.
By the way, and we're talking about the wrong guy as well, man. Like, realistically, you got to keep it about people. Like, Castle's talking to all this Gyokeres woofing, and he don't even prefer a move to you. He prefers Arsenal.
Well, that's funny you say that because
Mike
then
just said
it
something
come out about
Gyokeres.
yeah, I'm gonna do the other super chats, but then Record Portugal, the one that's been on top of it.
Yeah,
every
they said
single time, by the
Arsenal
way.
are frozen there. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, that doesn't mean he's stuck. That doesn't mean.
Oh, and then Fabrizio
Yeah.
also come out. Fabrizio also come out and didn't say Gyokeres. That's actually the
He
feeling.
said it's
Manchester
unlikely. He
United.
said it's
No, it's the
unlikely.
he said the feed. No, because that's not your words. That was
That
not
is
just
his
your
words.
words. No, that's not your words. Like as in we used about Gyokeres. The feeling is that Manchester United officials feel that he's prioritizing Arsenal, not the other way around. He got it wrong.
What?
That's where he literally came out. This is what I say. Do you not just read headlines or do you read or actually listen? Because I feel like some people are bamboozled, aka Mons. Love.
All right, bro.
But anyways, I said it.
I'll go
I said
read
it
it
on
back.
Friday. I said it on Friday. I think it was Friday. Or was it Thursday? The whole thing with Gyokeres, his agent's fucking up this whole platform for him, anyways. And then now this whole thing with his the owner saying, "Okay, cool, we're not going to accept anything less than 100 million euros then." Because if his agent was to fuck around, oh yeah, there was a whole what's the word again? Agreement for I don't know to get released for a certain price. It's like yeah, cool. Then, well, you can pay it all up front then. And clubs don't want to pay everything up front, do they?
So
Not at the moment.
Ben Jacobs, Victor Gyokeres prefers a move to the Premier League and would welcome an Arsenal bid. Arsenal still deciding between Benjamin Sesko and Gyokeres, and Jay Berta simultaneously advancing on both deals. Gyokeres would be open to move to Manchester United, so we know this, but there's been no formal rejection. Never said you got rejected.
Yeah, no, okay, once.
I didn't say you got rejected. I said he prefers.
Finish.
I said he prefers the move to. I said he prefers a move to Arsenal.
Oh God, once.
So he doesn't prefer a move to Arsenal.
I didn't say that. I think the guy prefers any way he can get a move from away from Sporting at this moment in time. But that's what I believe now.
If Victor Gyokeres comes to the Premier League, he prefers a move to Arsenal.
Well, maybe. Probably.
Like, what are we doing here?
Oh yeah, but I already maintain that they got more. They got a better team than us, and they're in champs as well.
And could it also? Sorry, not defending Man United here, but could it also be something to do with what I said last week?
Don't know what you said last week.
The guy from your Man, that Man United guy, had said that he has not heard the United board mention Gyokeres once. That actually maybe United aren't in for Gyokeres, and so therefore that's why he prefers to move to Arsenal, because this is all just media talk.
Well, it's going to be funny because in the end, with Arsenal choosing Sesko or something like that, because that's what's come out and that's what they're going to go for. Frozen out Gyokeres means only one thing, and then all of a sudden United are moving for Ekitike, which could be just tactics maybe, but in the same breath, it's like, well, who are you going to end up with then? You might even end up staying at Sporting, aka Gyokeres
or Napoli. I think Gyokeres will end up going somewhere. I think there'll be too much.
His agent,
strikers market.
His agent is really messed this whole situation up, all of it.
Well, even so,
made a mess.
I'm just going by what. Right, listen, go on now.
Yeah, let me just do this. Gilno says someone told VD that Esteval, Palmer, Rogers behind the strike has 0 whip.
Have you got Rogers?
Wait,
hold on. Have Chelsea got Rogers?
Hold on. Esteval don't give you whip. Mr. Bajinks. Yes, he does.
Cole Palmer also gives you whip.
Yeah, he does. He naturally goes out wide. I mean, that's. I mean, you said the rest of the panel could tell you. It's Gilno. In my opinion, it does work, but it's a little bit too stale in terms of. But it's not stale.
Sorry, have Chelsea got Morgan Rogers?
Not yet. No, they're targeting him though. But Rogers off the left, you'd want him more in the middle, so I can hear what you're saying there. Esteval is more of a winger in it that can play inside or out. Like, he's perfect for me. It's a decent free, to be fair, because the way, when you deep it, the way the Gyokeres bombs on, you'd think they naturally got width anyway, so it does work in my mind, anyways.
Palmer definitely does give you maybe recently he hasn't so much, but Palmer definitely can give you width. I've seen it at City.
We've seen it at Chelsea.
Yeah, you've seen it at Chelsea like season before last. I think.
Real Madrid bullying Liverpool again. Konate next.
Months? No, nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Mike says Gyokeres are so clear with these other strikers. The guy has done it in the championship as well. The championship has produced some of the best strikers. Well, I don't know with the whole thing Gyokeres. I don't doubt Gyokeres, but I don't know.
I was just saying, like, the way Cass was speaking about Gyokeres, isn't it? Because Cass thinks I don't watch his channel, or I just don't have it in the background. This is the thing. You just forget that when we redirect, it also takes my things over there. So when he just forgets, this time. So when I see that Gyokeres' priorities to join Arsenal, word for word, when I hear that, I just go like, I don't know, man. For me, that's just a bit interesting. It's just a bit interesting. But you said you man are still keen, so keep knocking on the door.
That would hurt you, though, wouldn't it? If Gyokeres went Arsenal.
I want Gyokeres, of course I do. I said I always maintained that I prefer Osimhen if he's available, but his wages are too much. But Gyokeres is definitely, I want a number 9. Now we're linked with Ekitike. It's like, look, I'm not saying no to Ekitike, but he's not my preferred choice at all. Like, the guy's more of a Xerxes version, but a number 9. Like, but it's at the same breath, it's not goals, it's just mad link up. It's like the same profile. Why would you want to go get the same profile?
Is that what Amorim wants?
Well, the funny thing is, it came out today about what he prefers in athletic, like what he kind of wants. Someone's going to run channels, running behind, link up play, volume shooter, basically. But basically, take the when it comes to the goal scoring stuff, he wants him to take it upon his shoulders to do what he needs to do. But again, it's like a lot of them qualities are in Ekitike, but it's like not for 80 odd million, not for 80 million. I wouldn't want to see that deal. I mean, it works out maybe cheaper because his personal terms would be piss. So you're paying a lot less over the course of the season, but it's like not for 8 million. You know what I mean? Like, it's not another Rasmus Højlund situation, but it's like you got other positions to spend on, centre mid or whatever, and you think like, okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go spend 80 million on Ekitike, who's not proven really. He's just a great prospect.
Is Rasmus going anywhere?
Actually, yeah, he looks like Inter Milan. Thank fuck for that. Chivu, love you. Thank you. So yeah, baby Isak. I don't know why you're laughing. Because if you come to your club, BD would get an absolute boner, and the rest of you Chelsea fans would get a boner.
Nah, VD wants
anyone that he's linked with.
Delap.
It will change his mind. You know what it is? VD does this thing. Yeah, he wouldn't want a player. They would get heavily linked with his club. Yeah, and then he'll put a post out that says, "You know what? Hold my hands up. I changed my mind. Maybe he is a baller." That's what he does. Right, VD?
Would Delap start today for you, VD? What?
Your mic's off.
Your mic's off, mate.
Oh, you're not David FA, are you? Your mic's off, bro. I swear that refresh. No, I mean refresh the StreamYard. I don't know what's happened. See what you lot done?
You
You see what you lot done? You made him leave.
I wonder why we hadn't heard from him for a while, to be fair. It's quite refreshing.
Yeah, true. There's 800 people. Please like the video. 300 likes would be great, considering it's our first stream back in a couple of days. Here we are.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
working.
it's
now.
working. That's
Oh,
weird.
this whole fucking time I was sat there talking about him. So I'm saying you say about Ekitike, the channels and stuff. That is literally Ekitike, and then I was saying how he'd be good with Cunha and blah blah blah. And no, this is not what I do. I don't sit there and change blah blah blah. My stance has been firm on Ekitike. Listen, if we are trying to get this guy for a pure to play in a lone number 9, I do not want this guy. I do not want him. 80 million for someone that's not even a proper striker. No, thank you. But if you run a 2-striker formation or you have him off the left and drift inwards, cool, I'd accept that because he's quite creative for a striker. I just don't think, I don't know, it just not for me. I'd rather go with what's his name, Walter Made or whatever his name is.
Oh, Voltameda.
Yeah, like I think he's the same type of player. He's the same type of player that maybe
I said the same. Less PR, just less PR.
Yeah, literally, it's literally a fraction of the price. I think he's just as good. Well,
Yeah,
not just as
Voldemort.
good.
We spoke of him.
But,
Remember once, Voldemort.
There you go. Someone just said Voldemort.
Yeah,
Voltameda.
I think he's cold.
Voltameda, Voltatron and that, bro. He sounds like him being the Transformers, but what a cool name. Voltatronimus Prime and that, bro. It's crazy.
Hyping CF links while Asmus doing United photo shoot. But that's how it usually works. Players have done photo shoots in the past.
Yeah, I
over
can't
all
lie.
teams,
City's
and then they leave.
Well, City's kit for the Club World Cup was promoted by Jack Grealish. He literally wasn't on the plane over there. So sometimes
the kit shoots gets done like time ago, right?
Yeah.
Anyways,
I do
bar that. Talking about Chelsea, Garnacho. It's not by the shoe.
It's not happening.
But why do you keep denying it? Like it's
not happening. It's not happening.
It's what's reported.
It's not happening. It's going to be Gittins. It's going to be Gittins. I'm like 90% sure it's going to be Gittins. It's not Garnacho. It's not happening. I refuse to give the energy to that. I'm not doing it. Because if I start saying, oh, yeah, maybe that's like slight manifestation, fam, and I'm not doing that. No,
I'm convinced United have got many journos on the payroll that are linking this guy to other clubs. Because I keep seeing him linked to other clubs, and I'm thinking, I don't believe these clubs are seeing anything in Garnacho. Or not seeing... There's not enough to see in him. There's not enough to see in him.
How would Garnacho ever benefit this Chelsea team? How? There is no...
Bro, you'd keep Sancho.
So
you'd keep Sancho before you get Garnacho for me.
Yeah, we could have kept Sancho for 20
million.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Million. But we want to spend, what, 40-odd million on Garnacho? Allow it long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Chelsea would keep Sancho for 20 million before they go and get Garnacho. The other one, I saw Garnacho being linked with Arsenal.
Yeah,
Arsenal ain't going with Garnacho, man. I think it's United have got journos on the payroll. They have to. And they're trying anything to get rid of this guy. Garnacho needs to go abroad because I can't see.
Apparently, it's him. No, it's him that wants. He wants to stay in the Premier League. So
he'd better accept that. He'd better accept that if Forest sell Elanga, then that's about his level.
That's false news. Garnacho's wages aren't crazy. He's on like 40, 50k a week, mate.
He's just not that. Either way, like for me, Garnacho needs to either go abroad or he needs to accept that his levels in the Premier League are Forest.
Do you know what it is? It got to his head, man. When he was a young buck and he came in. It's just the thing.
You should go Leeds. You want to say the Premier League?
The man said link up with Calvin Phillips.
Go link up with Joe in that. I mean, big up Joe for just raiding. Thank you very much. But I think you should link up with you.
Have you messaged Joe? We need to get Joe back. We need to get Just Joe back on the show because we've missed him.
Thursday.
Yeah?
Should be Thursday.
Yeah, we need to get Joe back. I tell you what, we need Joe and Wolfie on the show together. Joe and Wolf. We need to make Wolfie feel at home.
Get Joe in. Get Joe in the helm. But if you leave, if you have like a 35 million bidding for your 40 million, for Garnacho, please. That would do. Thank you very much.
No.
He could be your new Rafinha. I mean, for you lot. I mean, for Chelsea though, I don't know why you keep denying it as if he's not one of your targets, whether it's Gittins or not. He was said before. He was though before. Why are you denying it?
He's not a target. He's not a target.
If I remember, you had a short list, and Gittins was there, and Garnacho was the other one.
I'll take Gittins. I think he suits our team. Like he's not. Do you know what it is? Yeah, he raises the ceiling, but doesn't really raise the floor. That's the thing with Gittins. But if it was like a lot of our signings are that, and I keep seeing people say Liao, and I guarantee you, if I say I don't want Liao, you men are gonna start raging. But it needs to be about. I will say this till the ends of the earth. You man can complain about the names all you want. It needs to be balanced. Balance. No, he's not. He's lazy, bro. Imagine, yeah. I posted something saying, yeah, how would Liao work? Yeah, imagine having Liao on the left who doesn't track back, and Enzo Fernandez also on the left, obviously in the half space when he goes forward. Imagine the gap or the counter attacking opportunities. You just target that side. Enzo can't turn. He ain't agile and he ain't fast, so he ain't getting back. Liao ain't gonna run anyway, so it won't work. So you have to sacrifice Enzo.
Let me hear you out. Yeah. All right, you know what? Once, just to clarify, you know I'm not Liao's biggest fan, correct?
No, yeah, you've always said he's over here.
Piri version of Rashford, but even then, there's some limits even with Rashford to say he's still a good player, right? Regardless, I think he's heavily overrated.
Rashford excels at certain things.
Yes. But you're telling me though, VD, I've agreed with you slightly, but it's just at the same breath when you're sitting here telling me you'd rather have Gittins over Liao. I'm thinking, what are
entire window? You man can catch me out.
Gittins is not. He's not.
Gittins is. Do you know what? Initially, I was thinking the same thing.
Bro, you know you're getting
Gittins.
You know you're getting Gittins. Bro, there's a certain thing. So you can't see it right now, but let me reveal it. There's a certain reason why you're getting Gittins. Let me reveal it slowly.
Yeah, I know. Joe Shields. Which is why I'm surprised if we don't get Trafford. Like,
bro, I'm telling you, this guy gets whatever he wants when it comes to Man City's academy. You're getting Gittins.
Wait, so how come? So when I said change your mind on certain things, you said you like to change your mind on certain things. You said initially I thought that, but so you just proved my point.
Because again. I didn't like him too much on the eye. I thought he was a bit stiff, but I don't know.
Until you watch some compilations and you got linked.
No, because I heard the price of 35 million, and then I was like, okay, do you know what? That ain't bad. Then it started going up towards 50 million. I was like, okay, hold on a minute here. This is getting a bit.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? You know what? Is it Jabba? Jabba. Yeah, there you go.
I would, and I'll take him again 100 times over. And what?
Ooh. Now that's the one. Malik Fofana, yeah. Oi, if you're looking at that Malik Fofana,
we just got linked with him now.
That's the one. See that kid there? That's the kid you lot need to go and get. That's the one that ripped up that came on against Man United and ripped.
He was cold. But Malik Fofana Gittins, I'm sorry, bro. That
42 million apparently Leon value him at. So
I'd rather that than going.
Is he from Leon?
Million.
I would rather Malik Fofana.
Bro, Malik Fofana and Gittins. I'm not saying they're the same player, but like you're not getting much different out of them.
But with Malik Fofana, is he not a lot younger?
Look at the role we're trying to look for. We're looking for touchline wingers. So you're gonna obviously they're gonna play the same.
Yeah, but you lot are looking at this meaty market when it comes to touchline wingers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I hear it.
Go on. Name like 5 world-class touchline wingers.
What was he?
The winger market isn't great anyways.
Originally, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. But we need a winger. We can't just run it with him.
Let me have a little butcher's hook at that.
No, but my thing is like none of these. Malik Fofana is he better? He's not better than Madueke. Gittins probably a little bit better than Madueke.
On the left,
Madueke is not good enough.
It was.
Not really. He was at Reading more time.
That's my point, BD, innit?
I hear it, but
you done it.
You
said it perfectly. You're looking at too many players that slightly raise the level but don't raise the floor.
I think Cole Palmer.
I mean, I don't know. It's the same reason why, like Jackson got to go and shit like that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so Gittins and Palmer were at the academy together very briefly.
Yeah,
Rodgers was as well.
Yeah, Rodgers was.
And you're linked with Rodgers.
So that was. Lavia was. Trafford was.
What is it with you? You love funding Man City. There's something going on.
I don't love funding Man City. Joe Shields loves funding Man City, not me. I don't like it.
Something going on. Just saying, innit?
How are you not going in for Gordon? I'm
Wait, how are you
asking the same
going
question.
footy months when you said you got a hamstring injury? What's going on?
Because it's healing now. So I'm
but you didn't want to come on Sunday 153, but you didn't want. But now it's healing.
So what are you talking about?
I mean, you could come play football, innit? On Sunday, but yeah. We said about Arsenal wanting Sesko over Gyokeres, though. That's nothing new, though, right?
That's ridiculous.
And I see a lot of outrage online now on Twitter, as per usual. By the way, as per usual for Arsenal. But like any club, let's be fair. When it's Sesko, that was already not new news. But hold that one, Hooks, though. That's why. Hold that one. Because he's the one that wants his Gyokeres, or said, why are we not going to get both?
Why you say fuck me for?
Exactly. Now, it had to be for Hooks, because you know what it is? I'm out, yeah. I'm having a nice time.
love that.
I'm out with my missus and everything. And I'm getting atted by Hooks and the rest of them, Thoughts, by Ches and all this kind of shit, just to end up with Sesko in the end.
I do. No, but Cass, let's be honest. If that Fabrizio post was Gyokeres prefers a move to Manchester United over Arsenal, brother, you'd be chatting the most. So you can't blame them for doing it.
You can't say that when he said on your channel, I don't do this YouTube thing. The banter and all that, but you tried to banter.
I'm bored of Hooks.
That only applies when, but Cass, that only applies to Hooks when he's backed into a corner. You know this.
Bro, Hooks was screaming, stay humble all season, and then tried claiming, oh no, I don't do this YouTube banter thing. Like he does do the YouTube banter thing. He does. Right. Can I just ask any Arsenal fans in here, yeah? And I think it is done, and I think TalkSport are just that fucking shitting behind. But Zubimendi to Arsenal is done, right?
Yeah, it's done.
Because TalkSport only yesterday was still trying to run a narrative Arsenal have not signed anyone. But that's TalkSport. It's TalkSport. Being TalkSport. Yeah. Cool. We have got a 10% sell-on clause on Gittins, by the way. So it would be funded us. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Give us some more money, VD.
Yeah, even more.
So
even
anyway,
more. Who are we going to sign next? Rico Lewis. God forbid.
Oh, listen, Rico Lewis. Bro, Rico Lewis is he's just trimmed his head top, bro.
Well,
Rico Lewis has just trimmed his head top, yeah? That's telling me Rico Lewis is no longer going to be played in a fullback position. He's actually going to be allowed to play in his natural position, and he's going to cook.
Arsenal they're in their toxic masculinity phase now. Do you know what I'm saying? They were chasing Gyokeres, and now that Gyokeres wants them, I don't really want it no more. You might know what it's like. You might know the game. You love the chase, but when you ain't really got a chase no more, it's like not the same anymore.
Yeah.
Cat is laughing.
I'm not going to say something about
that. Will he start tonight?
He has to, surely.
I want him to really badly.
What, Liam?
Yeah.
Of course he will.
You know,
I don't know if he will, though.
If Arsenal can pull off Sesko, for let's say 60 million in this market of strikers, I think they've got themselves a good deal.
Yeah.
You know, I'm actually changing my mind on it a little bit.
Did they get a better deal than Chelsea for Delap?
Yeah, because Sesko is better than Delap.
One more league goal than Delap in the Bundesliga playing for RB Leipzig.
Bro, I'll be real. I don't know how you got that deal for Delap. In the Ipswich made about 7 million out of it. That's it.
And then some didn't they have to pay some to City as well?
Yeah, bro. Right, they paid 20 million. They paid 20 million for him, yeah, and they had to give City 9 million when they signed him or something. So they made like a couple of million on it. I don't know how they didn't hold out for more, but
shouldn't have got relegated.
Do you think he starts though? Do you think you go all out and start him?
Of course.
It's Maresca. His lineups can be fugazi. I'm going to say yes because I want to put it out there in the universe.
Flat 4-4-2, Jackson and Delap.
Was I about to hear some Maresca slander?
No, his lineups can be a bit. Some of the choices can be a bit.
Because we're watching you now. We're watching you, Mr. Fucking sit on the fence.
Go for it. I'm Maresca in very much so, and I think he deserves his own players this window. So if he wants Gittins, and do you know what? Yeah, I'll even say it.
Garnacho.
If he asked for Garnacho, if he asked for him personally, I would say, do you know what? Get him then.
Hold on. The way you said that, he deserves his players this window. Why do you not think he's got his players previous window?
Like who?
No, he barely got back last window, if you remember.
Yeah, they weren't.
They gave him the squad. They said, "This is your squad, and this is what we're going to give you." That was literally the whole thing. They
I swear you bought a few players last summer.
Did we? I swear that we done all of our business before he came in. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Bro, hold on. But I mean, we bought Sterling, we bought Gundogan, we bought John Stones, we bought Kevin De Bruyne all before Pep was there, but they were bought for Pep.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but we weren't really looking directly at him.
I mean,
he's
to
the
be
one,
fair,
bro,
but at the same time, he was given a group of players. Yeah, Dewsbury Hall from Leicester,
proper
right?
Wingers.
Apparently, that wasn't his signing. Apparently,
cool.
that wasn't his.
Oh,
they
what, a player
signed him.
that was literally playing for the previous team he managed. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but
Right.
they bought him
The fact
for,
he had
didn't ask for him.
Cole Palmer, the fact he had Sancho, and the fact he had Lavia, who he all managed at Manchester City Academy, but these aren't
But they
his
were there
players.
before. I don't know. Like, I'm
I
not saying
wouldn't say
they
that.
just weren't bought for
Mm.
him specifically. It lined
Like, they're
up,
bought for
which
the
is
club,
probably
innit?
why he got picked.
They're built
What
for
was
the
your
club.
summer window? What was your summer window last year?
I don't know. I know we
Dewsbury
signed
Hall.
Tossin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was Dewsbury.
Tossin,
Remember Dewsbury,
Dewsbury
Hall,
Hall,
Tossin, Sancho.
Neto, Felix,
Sancho.
Sancho.
So Neto, yeah. So let's not even think of downplaying Neto before we realized he was a crumb of crust. Yeah, because Neto
I thought it
actually.
was good. I thought it was a good signing.
Let's not even downplay that.
It's
Yeah.
mad.
Let's not even downplay that. You get what I'm saying? Just because he's moving crusty now, that don't mean he didn't have. You get it? He didn't have clout. João Felix, fair enough. He was already at Chelsea, fair enough. Jadon Sancho, fair enough. It was a move that 50-50. KDH, a previous player that he managed, and was Sanchez this year. Sanchez was this year.
Sancho was like I think that was like an August signing
Sanchez
on
has
loan.
been here for 2 years.
Yeah, Sanchez was there.
Oh,
the year
Sanchez.
before.
Sorry, Sanchez. I thought you meant Sancho.
So Sanchez was there the year before, yeah.
Sanchez. Yeah, he's been here.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, the window wasn't crazy, but I'm not doing the whole like.
It wasn't good at all.
I'll play the Neto thing. Like Neto's a good audition.
No, Neto was a good signing. Apparently, that was a straight Bali signing. He liked him, went and bought him straight away. So it wasn't for Maresca.
Yeah,
But
I can't
this
lie.
window
If you get
different.
Fofana, you have Esteval as well as the upcoming talent for your. That's proper wingers, proper
Oh,
old school
Coenda
wingers,
as
man.
well.
Yeah,
Coenda as well.
Viega.
Wow, Giovanni Coenda. He is. I think
Let's be. We can't really say that. We've only seen him at wing back.
Not really. This season, he
Yeah.
didn't really play wing back.
They
He was
played
more up
free
pitch.
at the back.
He didn't
Still,
really want to.
They play
like that.
They still play free at the back, and they still a wing back.
Also, I want to know. I also wanted to point something out. Don't you find it mad how all of Amarim's ex-players are kind of like rejecting him?
I wouldn't say that. I feel like
Coenda,
Man United. I feel like the thing is,
Gyokeres,
no one grows up
probably
and
another
says.
one I'm forgetting.
No one grows up. To be fair, no one grows up and says, "You know what I want to be? I want to be a wing back." Do you get it? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to be given an opportunity to be a winger, which is your original position, you're probably going to take it as well. And also, I'm not being funny. You're paying what 45 to up to 60 million for him or some shit. Fuck that. I think it's more of a fact that
Fuck
United
that.
can't. Yeah, it's
That's
a fact that United can't exactly afford everything they want to afford like they used to at the moment, or they just want to be more smart with it. I wouldn't say rejected. Gyokeres again. Did the words come out of Monte's mouth that he's rejected Amarim? Or
No,
last time
said-
I checked it, it wasn't Amarim's
Said
name.
he
It
had
was
a preference.
Said it was Man United's name, not Amarim's name. And also, when you deep it out of all the rest of them, you said all of Amarim's players. Who's the other lot?
Hold on.
Mm.
Can I ask you a
Two
question,
players.
Cass?
There was two that were there.
Cass, what's your
That's all I care
pool?
about.
What's your pool then? Man United or Amarim?
I still think it's Man United.
Man United.
Man
Yeah, I
United.
still think it's Man United. Yeah,
So in that case, he isn't rejecting Amarim, he's rejecting Man United.
I'd say so at the moment. If it goes
Nah,
down to
but
it.
he should be more. He
Situation.
should be more willing to work with
Yeah.
Amarim at the same time. Because
Yeah, I think
put him on the map.
Cunha came out and said like he spoke to the manager and all that stuff, blah 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 as well. But he wanted to come to Man United. Simple and nothing there. Same thing with Mbumo. He just wants Man United. Nothing's really been said about Amarim's name there. You know, you'd want players to come for the badge more than the manager, but the manager helps, of course, because you need to give a plan of how they see themselves at the club. That's how it always works. Last time I checked, do players want to really come to Chelsea, or is it the fact that you're in London? Which one is it?
What kind of question is
What was
that?
that about?
Well, no, I'm like, do they want to come to your club, or do they just want to come because it's London? Get paid.
Well, if they wanted to go to London, they could have gone to Spurs, Crystal Palace.
I'm just saying it's
Arsenal,
London. Is it the factor?
But the
Stupid
players
question.
come to us.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna go raid CB's channel. He's gonna do a live watch along.
Yeah, he's in America now, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's in America, isn't it?
Hold on, what time's the Chelsea game?
Like 8.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
Anyways, let's go to CB. By the way, we got a Discord.
Bless
Bless
me.
you.
Thank you.
Let's go to. We got a Discord. I've just posted it. Samurai posted it. Other players, other people in the chat has also posted it. It's where we also talk when we're not online. Obviously on the live. We'll be back tomorrow, of course, unless something drops like mad. Then I'm going live tonight. How about that? But other than that, yeah, let's go raid CB's channel. Just say NAF raid and appreciate anyone that's subscribed. In a bit, and yeah, we'll be back like normal.